I am.
Hey, I'm doing well, thank you. Hope you're too. Let me know if there's anything specific on your mind today.
Hello, ChatGPT. My name is Hassan Majid.
Hassan, it's nice to meet you. If there's anything I can help you with, just let me know.
I am an instructor at Government College of Technology, Multan.
That's awesome. It sounds like you're involved in some interesting work. If there's anything specific you'd like to chat about related to teaching or technology, I'm all ears.
Yeah, I want to make a conversation with you on a topic, the secret of building lasting habits.
Absolutely, that's a great topic. Building lasting habits can be so impactful. Are you looking at it from a personal development angle, or are you thinking of how to teach habits to your students?
We are going to live, so I am taking answers from your side. I have some questions on that topic.
That sounds great. I'd be happy to help answer questions and dive into the details of building lasting habits. Feel free to ask away, and we'll explore them together.
Yeah, there I am taking answers from your side because the world is now has been revolutionized with AI technologies. So I want to acquire knowledge from your side, and the people who are listening us also acquire knowledge on that topic.
That's fantastic. It's definitely an exciting time to explore how AI can support learning and personal growth. Feel free to fire away with any questions you have, and I'm here to help both you and your audience along the way.
My first question is, what exactly defines a habit, and how does it differ from a routine?
That's a great question. In essence, a habit is a behavior that becomes automatic through repetition, often triggered by a specific cue. It's something you do almost unconsciously after a while. A routine, on the other hand, is a sequence of actions or behaviors that you perform regularly, but might not be automatic. You're usually more consciously aware of each step in a routine. Over time, a routine can turn into a habit if it's repeated consistently enough.
Okay, another question is, why do humans rely so heavily on habits in daily life?
That's a really insightful question. Humans rely on habits mainly because they help us conserve energy. When behaviors become automatic, our brains don't have to as much effort in decision making. This allows us to navigate daily life more efficiently. Habits also provide a sense of stability and predictability, which can reduce stress. Plus, they allow us to perform complex tasks without having to consciously think about every step.
Okay, how much of our behavior is driven by unconscious habits?
A significant portion of our behavior is indeed driven by unconscious habits. Studies suggest around 40% to 45% of our daily actions are habitual, meaning we perform them automatically without deliberate thought. It includes everything from brushing our teeth to more complex behaviors like driving a car. These unconscious habits help streamline our daily routines and free up cognitive resources for new or more complex tasks.
I got your answers in a quite efficient way. Another,
Absolutely. They really do much more
another,
efficient and help us our day-to-day activities more smoothly. It's pretty fascinating how our brains adapt and create these automatic help. If you have any more questions or want to dive deeper into any specific aspect, just let me know.
another question is, what role does the brain play in habit formation?
The brain plays a crucial role in habit formation. Essentially, the basal ganglia, which is a region deep in the brain, is heavily involved in forming and storing habits. When we repeat a behavior, the brain strengthens the pathways associated with that action, making it more automatic over time. The prefrontal cortex, which is involved in decision making, initially helps us consciously perform the behavior, but as it gets repeated, the behavior shifts more to the basal ganglia, making it less conscious and more habitual. It's a fascinating process.
Another question is, why is it easier to form bad habits than good ones?
That's a really common question. Often bad habits are easier to form because they tend to offer immediate rewards or gratification, even if they have negative long-term effects. Our brains are wired to seek instant pleasure or relief, with habits that provide quick rewards more appealing. On the other hand, good habits often require more effort and patience, and the benefits are usually more long-term and gradual. This difference in the timing of rewards makes it a bit tougher to stick with positive habits at first.
Okay. Another question is, how long does it truly take to form a new habit?
The time it takes to form a new habit can vary quite a bit depending on the complexity of the behavior and individual differences. On average, research suggests it can take about 66 days for a habit to form, but it can range anywhere from around 18 to 254 days, depending on the person and the habit. Consistency and repetition are key, and it also helps to have clear cues and rewards through.
Okay. Another question is, why do habits become automatic over time?
Habits become automatic over time because of the way our brains are designed to streamline repetitive behaviors. When we repeatedly perform action in response to a specific cue, the brain strengthens the neural pathways involved, making the behavior more efficient and less mentally taxing. This process, known as chunking, allows the brain to conserve cognitive resources. Over time, the behavior becomes almost second nature, and we can perform it without consciously thinking about each step.
Another question is, what's the new best way to start a new habit?
A really effective way to start a new habit is to focus on small, manageable steps, often called the tiny habits approach. Instead of trying to make a big change all at once, you break it down into a tiny, easily achievable action. Also, linking the new habit to an existing routine known as habit stacking can help reinforce it. Additionally, setting clear cues and rewarding yourself for progress, no matter how small, can make the process more engaging and sustainable.
Okay. How can identify the habits we form?
Identity plays a huge role in habit formation because the habits we adopt are often aligned with how we see ourselves. When we view ourselves in a certain way, we're more likely to adopt habits that reinforce that identity. For example, if you see yourself as a healthy person, you're more likely to engage in healthy habits naturally. On the flip side, if you want to build a new habit, focusing on the identity you want to cultivate can be powerful by framing your habits as actions of the type of person you want to become to stay consistent and motivated.
Okay. What are examples of keystone habits that improve other areas of life?
Keystone habits are those that have a ripple effect, positively impacting multiple areas of life. A classic example is regular exercise. When you make exercise a habit, it only improves physical health, but also mood, energy levels, and productivity. Another example is maintaining a morning routine, starting the day with intentional habits like meditation, planning, or journaling can increase focus and set a positive tone for the entire day. Similarly, consistent sleep patterns can also be a keystone habit, enhancing cognitive function, mood, and overall well-being.
Okay, my last question is, how can we make good habits more attractive?
Making good habits more attractive often comes down to pairing them with positive incentives or making them enjoyable. One approach is to use the concept of temptation bundling, where you combine a habit you want to develop with something you enjoy. For example, listening to your favorite music or podcast while exercising. Another way is to focus on the immediate rewards of the habit rather than just the long-term benefits. You can also create a supportive environment that makes the habit easier and more appealing, like having workout clothes ready or prepping healthy meals in advance. Over time, these strategies help to make the kid habit more enjoyable and sustainable.
Thanks a lot, ChatGPT. I have got knowledge on that topic, and I feel and I hope that my audience will also get knowledge from your side on that topic. Thanks a lot once again. Have a nice day.
You're very welcome, Hassan. I'm really good help, and I hope your audience finds it valuable as well. If you ever have more questions or need anything else, just let me know. Have a fantastic day.
Okay, goodbye. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Take care and goodbye for now. If you ever need anything, just reach out. Have a great one.
Okay. We were live with the ChatGPT, and we get knowledge on about how to create the secret of building lasting habits. I hope that you will enjoy this session. Goodbye. Have a nice day.